down Old Maverick Road in Big Bend National Park. It starts at the entrance to the park from Terlingua and continues on to Santa Elena Canyon. They say 4x4 only. I don't think you need a 4x4 for this road. It's kind of bumpy, but it's mostly flat. There are a few creek beds you cross. So unless they washed out since last year, it's fine for a two-wheel drive. Doing a little creek crossing here. As you can see, there's water in the creek bed and plenty of mud to go along with it. They must have had a pretty good rain. It sprinkled a little this morning, but not enough to cause all this. It's nice. It's the first time I've been to Big Bend and seen rain or mud on the trails or anything like that. And now we're on the way to Santa Elena Canyon, and I'm on Old Maverick Road. This is shorter than going on the pavement, and the sign says 4x4 only, and I've been down here before and I've seen small vehicles go through here that certainly aren't 4x4, so I'm not sure 4x4 is required. As a matter of fact, right in front of us right now is a Sprinter RV, and I don't think it's 4x4, and they seem to be doing just fine. This big RV evidently is having no problems getting down here. Oh yeah, they're out on the roads a lot here at night. So those people were stopped to look at a tarantula. Lots of tarantulas in Big Bend. They don't harm you. I guess they're poisonous, but they don't bite. And there's plenty of them here. You see them especially in the evening times. You'll see them on the paved roads. I guess they're getting on the road for heat. So the journey continues. Okay, I'm at Luna's Jackal. A Jackal is a type of house constructed in the desert. This one was constructed by Gilberto Luna. It's made of rocks and sticks, plant fibers. Gilberto raised a large family inside this Jackal. He lived here until 1947, when he died at 108 years old. The creek we just crossed, back there, he used that to farm here. He used the floodwater off that creek for irrigation. And in the distance, right there, you can see the entrance to Santa Elena Canyon. So he had a beautiful view for 108 years. We continue down this road to Santa Elena Canyon. As you can see, most of the road's not bad. It's just washboard, which keeps you from going too fast. But there's no risk of getting stuck or anything like that. It's like a bunch of Mexican topes is what it's like. It'll shake your fillings out of your teeth. This is the walkway to Boquillas Canyon. They say you can't get into it right now without crossing knee-deep water. We'll see. It's really muddy, so it might be a bad time to cross. There's the walkway in, and of course it's cut by the Rio Grande River, which means that side is Mexico. There's a creek that comes in right here, and to get to the Boquillas Trail you have to cross the creek, and it's right there. They usually have some little stick bridges across it. I'll probably go take a look. I saw some people come out just now that didn't have mud on their shoes, so they found a dry place to cross somewhere. I've been up the trail before. You can see just about the entire trail from here. If you look right up there, you see people walking on the trail. It goes around that corner just a little, but not a whole lot. When I was here last year, there was a European guy who had never been in Mexico, and so he jumped and swam across and just touched the other side and came back just to say he had been to Mexico. I've been to Mexico. The water's colder this year, and I'm not doing that. At the Boquillas Canyon Trail, I'm going to hike in here just a little bit. Right across from me is Mexico and the little town of Boquillas in Mexico. We'll be able to see it in just a minute. If you look behind me here is the Rio Grande River. Then on the hillside in the distance is the town of Boquillas, Mexico. And then right over to this side is Mexico, right on the other side of the river. And if you see, there's somebody's house right there, and they've got a little outhouse and a fence. And then if you look this way, this is Boquillas Canyon. The canyon goes in between the rocks going this way and the rocks coming down this way. It's kind of hard to see because they're all the same color, but it's a huge canyon. The people from Boquillas make their money mostly on tourism. Americans cross the border. There's a border station a mile back that way maybe, but it's closed right now. It's only open certain hours, and when you go to the border station, you get down to the river, and there are Mexicans there that they have boats, and they'll take you across on a boat, and then you can ride to the town on a donkey or in a pickup truck for $1 or $2. So they make most of their money on tourism. Another way they make money is they set up shops on the U.S. side of the border, and they'll have trinkets, and they'll bring them to the U.S. side of the border, and they'll have prices on them and a little coffee can for you to put your money in. And then they'll go back across the river and watch with binoculars. And whenever somebody comes and buys something, they'll run across the river and collect their money and go back to the Mexico side. The park calls it unauthorized stores, if I remember right. But it's funny. I'll try to get some footage of that. If I see one, I'll definitely get footage of it before I leave. Okay, what was I just talking about? I was talking about these little souvenir shops. And here one is right now. We've got little animals made of copper in the coffee can where you put your money. Nice little things. They've got some walking sticks here as well. $8 for a walking stick. It's not bad. Everything's priced. Okay, so here we are. I'm walking through the river valley. Almost. to the entrance of Boquillas Canyon. There's so much to see here, but it's very spread out. And especially if you get off-road. On that dirt road, I was going 5 miles an hour, sometimes 10. You can waste a day quick that way. But is it wasted? I don't know. No, it's not wasted. It's a good way to spend a day. Okay. There are bears here too. I don't know about right here, but in the basin, there are bears. Black bears. And I brought some bear spray in case I go hiking up there in the Chios Basin. But I don't have it on me, so I hope there are no bears in this. I'm right here at the entrance of the canyon now, and I found something unique. I haven't seen this one before. Let me show you. It says donations for singing Mexican Jesus. I don't know what that's about, but it's interesting at least. Guess there's always something to do if you have the desire to do something. But nobody's singing Mexican Jesus that I can hear. There's a boat right there. Oh, and there's a hut over there too. So that's where they take the boat across. And maybe somebody sings over there sometimes, I don't know. But that's where they take the boat across, probably to collect their money from their gift shop. And here's a game, an ongoing game of tic-tac-toe. It looks like it's a stalemate. So no one won. I'd almost like to reset it and start over, but I don't know if that's inappropriate, but I think I will. So if you've ever seen this game of tic-tac-toe, comment, let me know, and come here and play it. It'd be fun to know who you're playing against. So pretty here. You can float the river too. There are rafting guides in Terlingua, and I've seen several people with canoes on their vehicles, so I guess some people just go it alone. I don't know where you'd put in and take out, but I'd like to float it one day. I think the rafting companies, I don't think they work right now. I think it's too cold, but it'll be a nice ride. Okay, I'm playing the tic-tac-toe game, and I'm starting with an X in the corner. Isn't that the way it always starts? So let me know in the comments if you see this game, if you happen to come to Big Bend. I found another shop, another souvenir shop from Boquillas, Mexico. And if you can see now, the buildings on that hillside, that's Boquillas. And then right down here across the river, there's a boat and a fire and a couple of horses tied up. And this is most likely their souvenir shop. So here you have it. They've got walking sticks, bags, all kinds of things made out of copper, koozies that say no wall. I don't think it would take a lot. It would take a whole lot to put a wall through all this. As you can see, there's nothing between the US and Mexico, just a river. They've got a boat right there to cross it, and you can see the trails where they came up. Can you hear the music? I don't know if it's picking up the music, but they're having a little get together over there. They're having a good time. And hopefully they're selling some souvenirs. Oh, I see some new stuff here. Look, there's some amethyst. I think that's amethyst, the purple. They've got some nice looking walking sticks. So behind the Jeep, that's Boquillas Canyon. That's where I was a minute ago. That's where the last tourist shop was. And here's a new one. It's a beautiful place. You get in these canyons and it'll sure make you feel insignificant. Millions of years of history here.
laughter. That's okay. I like hearing that.